It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57. We are underway now in the NFC. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. And now the rookie's free. 20. Touchdown, Packers. That's a punt return of 89 yards. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott, a 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Jackson's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 34 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to air one out at their own 47-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Jackson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Play action. It's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
And it's a Packers touchdown! Aaron Jones, 26 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They go play action with Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown.
Quez Here's Watkins. 69 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally put it in. Return by Johnson. He takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Sanders again.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, and a big loss here as he's taken just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And the Eagles are in a great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw.
Connecting quickly with Goddard.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
82 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. A 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.